Hi neighbor, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about ear stretching. Let me preface this by saying I am not a professional. I learned all of this on my own. And basically I tried to I was not really into buying like tunnels and plugs, and I did not know the difference between I didn't know what a flare was. I didn't know what a single flare was. I just had and I wish I had them, but I had like the most basic plug. I think the ones that you get like in the sizing kit, I had those. I was not into buying tunnels and plugs at all. I didn't even know there was like websites in the market for it. So I've been stretching my ears for at least over 10 years now. And I want to see, I am currently at 9 millimeters in this ear and 0. And the reason why, I have 2 different sizes plus 2 different plugs. This is glass and this is steel. And the reason for that is because I had a blowout in this ear, and I'm going to talk about my journey to the blowout and how I fixed it, essentially. I will include pictures because I did take pictures of every stage of this blowout. Currently, I've been stretching with this glass for about like over a month. I'm taking it really slow with this ear. This ear I can size up if I choose to, but I don't think I want to go past at least 9 millimeters, maybe 0G, or is it 00, whatever. I'll figure out the sizes, but I think I'm going to stay at this size. So I just have to size this one up to here, and then I'll finally be even, because I have been walking around with 2 different sizes for, I don't know, about over a year now. And although it's not really bothering me, I don't know, I just want to be on the same, on the same level for each ear. So, first, let me just say, one thing that I did learn while stretching your ears is patience. Let your ears do their thing, essentially. And what I did was, once I started like buying like a shitload of tunnels and plugs and everything, what I did was I purchased one of these. It's basically just a clear plastic case. I will link it down below. I got it off Amazon. I don't know where I got the stickers from. I think I got the stickers from Amazon as well, so I might link them down there if I can find them. But this is essentially where I keep all my plugs and everything. And last but not least, jojoba oil. My ear took to this like I don't know what. Like, it really helped my ear. And for all this soaking and everything, get you some sea salt. I got this off Amazon as well. Well, I think I got a majority of these things, except for like the AFTERCARE and the jojoba oil. I got that off a website. I will link them down below as well. So I guess I should just start. One day I decided to size up. I had been at, I can't remember what size I was for a very long time. So I said, hey, let me just size up and see what happens. I decided to put silicone. And not only did I put silicone, I put double flared silicone. Now, mind you, everybody's ear is different. Everybody's ear stretching journey is different. My ears did not take to the silicone. Hi, mama. Did not take to the silicone at all. It went in this ear perfectly fine, but the minute I put it in this ear, I could feel like my ear was like, sis, no ma'am. That night, I could not sleep. I had like the craziest pain from my ear down to my neck. And when I tell you, I took everything from Tylenol, Advil. If I freaking had codeine or a Xanax, I would have took it. But that pain was just not going anywhere, to the point where like I couldn't even lay on my head, like on this side of my head. I could not lay down. And something told me, you know, something's wrong, because at first I didn't correlate that it might have something to do with my ear. I'm like, maybe I slept wrong, you know. At the time, my daughter was sleeping in the bed with me, so I'm like, I'm sleeping all types of wrong. But something just told me, like, it might just be your ear. So come to find out, that's exactly what it was. I probably did not sleep that night. From what I can remember, I did not sleep at night. And I spent like the entire night on Reddit, Google, everything, trying to figure out like what was going on with my ear. And the next day, I'll insert the picture here. The next day, my ear was like completely fucked. And that's when I knew I had a blowout. Mind you, I did not know about blowouts prior to this, because I think I had begun my ear stretching journey with silicone. But I think it had been a long time since my ear had silicone in it. And it's a long time since my ear was stretched. So I think, you know, the combination of all those things made my ear just blow the hell up. And like I said, when you see the picture, you're gonna be like, yeah, girl, yes. She decides to make noise when I'm recording. So the next day, I mustered up enough strength to take that silicone out of my ear. My heart was beating. I almost cried, because having to squeeze, because if you know what double flared, I think I'll show you, but to squeeze a double flare out of my ear, girl, I almost fainted. But there was minimal blood. Sorry, I'm looking at the baby. Minimal blood, thank God. And I think my ear was still intact. So that's always a good thing. And from then on, I continued doing my research, and I'll insert a picture here of what my ear looked like when I took it out. And I just let it breathe. I didn't do anything. And this is before I got the spray and all that. So fast forward, from that day, I just let my ear breathe. By then I was spraying it with this jojoba oil, and as you can see, I'm running out. And the sea salt. And I did about two sea salts a day in hot water, and I just let my ear breathe. I sprayed that, put some jojoba oil, and left it alone. And then gradually my ear started to come back. I think I let my ear breathe for like maybe 2 months. And at this point, let me just say, I was really afraid that I was going to go down a couple of sizes, because, you know, your ear is healing, and you know, it's probably going to close a little bit. So I was really kind of bummed about that, but I was like, I would rather have an ear than not. So I think after 2 months, I decided to, after everything I read on Reddit and Google, and I even reached out to some like ear piercers. And mind you, this is in the middle of the pandemic. So piercing places were not open. So it's not like I can just go and get some help. So I think I started from the smallest size that my ear could take. And surprisingly, the tunnel went in. Oh, it's not a tunnel. It was a, what are those things called? Chopsticks. What are they called? Whatever, stretchers, whatever you want to call them. They probably called different things, but I was able to put one in. Let me just show you. Okay, so I found it. This little thing. I started at 10G. This is not exactly 10G, but this is what I was talking about. I started with this, and once this went in, I was perfectly fine. I was able to put a tunnel in. So I literally started from 10G, and I think at that point, I forgot what size I was. So I started sizing up about a month in between each size. Mind you, I'm still doing the soaks. Ear is fine. Fast forward to now. Like I said, I'm at 9 millimeters on this ear and 0G at this ear. I tried to stretch maybe last month on this one. I tried to put a steel tunnel in this one, and it did not go. So I'm not worried or anything. I'm not mad. Just more time. So needless to say, I'll try stretching this one next month and see what happens. But in case you're like, well, what is a tunnel? What is a plug? What is a single flare? Again, just like I didn't know any of this, I'm here to bestow upon you my little bit of amateur wisdom. So this is a glass plug. These I 1000% suggest when you're stretching. It's the most safest, fastest, and I say that, you know, as a loose term because there's patience should be your number one. But when you're stretching, glass. This is the exact size I have in my ear now. This is a 0. I'm just gonna put it up close so you guys can see. And again, stretch with these if you must. If you can. I'm gonna link the website to where I got all my plugs. This is a steel tunnel. It's single flared, meaning it's only widest on one end and flat on the other. I do stretch with these. Like I said, anything steel, I'm here for. In a pack, you will get your tunnel and you will get, for the life of me, I can't remember what I'll put it on the bottom of the screen when I remember. I do not stretch with these. I don't know, they're steel, and although I trust them, the fact that it's, you know, it's the size difference, you see how it kind of curves, I just don't trust that. I really just don't trust it. So I would just stick with steel for now. So yeah, I think that's really all I really have to say. I mean, my journey is not that bad, but I mean, my child, when you see the pictures that I will insert, then yeah, the fact that my ear is back to normal. I mean, I've always had chubby lobes. I've always had chubby lobes, but I just remember that time looking in the mirror and my ear was just, it was just gross. I didn't have any pus or anything coming out. I just had blood that one time when I took the silicone out, and then from then I never saw an ounce of blood. So thank God for that. But I think the difference is that I caught it early, and I didn't let the silicone stay in my ear. Like once I felt that pain, I was like, something's wrong. So I took it out. So I mean, that's really much pretty much it. I wish I had like more of a crazy blowout story compared to the ones I've seen. If you can get your ear back to normal after that, I mean, I know it's possible and some things take longer than others, but I'm just glad I didn't have, you know, to basically stop stretching, because I love my plugs and I love the diversity that you can get from them. So if you take away anything from my video, it's get you some of this, some jojoba oil. I know some people use vitamin E, whichever is your preference, and sea salt. I will link everything down below. And as usual, if you like my video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see ya.